This morning in Family Time, September is Baby Safety Month. And as unintentional injuries are still the leading cause of death in children under 14, it's a good reminder that keeping our little ones safe is a full-time job. And in my home, all this reminder is coming at a perfect time.
With an 8-month-old baby boy who has just figured out how to take off, it's high time to baby-proof. With Charlie leading the way, local blogger Audrey McClellan, herself a mom to 4 young boys, helped me find some of the hidden dangers in our home.
Really begin to know your hazard zones in your house. You know, and one thing, when I had little guys that were crawling around electrical, any sort of electrical unit, was, I knew it was like almost like that hot zone. Like bees to honey, they would go right for them.
Charlie has a serious affection toward any door handles. So locking cabinets and putting hazardous chemicals out of reach will be a must.
A play yard is always a safe thing to do. I mean, I know that it's not exactly a baby proofing technique, but you know, say you had to run into the kitchen or you had to run to the laundry room. It is safe to know that your child is contained in a play yard with their toys in it, especially Charlie's age. I mean, he's mobile, he can play with things, he can sit up, he can do things. That would be a great addition into your home that you wouldn't have to maybe do so much baby proofing everywhere else.
And while all babies will take a few tumbles, there are things you can do to help prevent serious injuries.
So you want to make sure you have like a mounted gate. There's so many different variety of gates out there. There's some that are like the Cadillac of gates that they're trying to sell for a lot of money. You know, my rule of thumb is as long as you feel that you have something that's secure enough to be able to hold so that, you know, Charlie would be able to really get through it, to even fall down or even go up, and not have his bearings to be able to get up all the way.
We'll also need to secure bookshelves, TVs, and standalone cabinets to the wall to prevent them from toppling over. Even unsuspecting items can be deadly for a curious toddler. Take the tragic death of Mike Tyson's daughter, who suffocated after getting tangled in the cord of a treadmill. And in recent weeks, millions of blinds were recalled for their potential choking hazard for children. A hazard we found right in Charlie's nursery. But that can be fixed with a simple baby-proofing product.
It's like a plastic container, and you like wrap the whole thing up into it, like this.
And this morning, Audrey McClellan is kind to join us this morning with more details on baby-proofing your home. Thanks for being here, Audrey.
Thank you.
I got a lot of work to do.
You do, but you'll be fine.
So what happens is I go into the store and I see a million different options. Where do we get started?
Well, you know, I have a variety of things here, and one thing I know that we were talking about were the adhesive latches. A lot of people don't like to actually bolt into their cabinets, so I found these great adhesive latches. These are more for like a refrigerator door, an oven, a dishwasher, even the toilet seat. You know, I know that we had said kids can get into those areas very easily.
And then when your need to childproof is over, you just scrape it off.
Absolutely. So I did like the adhesive portion of that.
Now we've got another type of a door latch, which, you know, for me, seems like a better option because it goes on the outside. It doesn't have to go, you know, nothing semi-permanent for my cabinets, but
they're
two hands.
Yeah, and they are difficult to, you know, to slide back and forth, and we are thinking about the safety of the baby. So, you know, like we were chatting before, maybe you put these on cabinets that you're not in every single day. So right under your sink, where your, you know, your cleaners are, those are great areas for that.
And if I didn't want to actually go through and say baby-proof my whole bathroom, one of the options would be just to put a knob on.
Absolutely, you know, Michelle, these are great. You know, these are very easy. You just clap them right over a doorknob, and then you know, obviously the adult, you just press the corners here and you just turn. So right on in, very easily.
Now, one of the things that you said, your boys, and she's got 4 under. Well, we used to say 4 under 4. They just turned 5 and 4.
Up until
Happy
Friday.
birthday today, right?
Thank you. Yes, one of them turns 4 today, so I will be home soon. But one thing we used to have was these in our kitchen. My sons love to get into cabinets and drawers. Like we said, like bees to honey, they get in them. The only downsides to these latches are that you actually do have to bolt in. If you're renting, if you're, you know, worried about having to, you know, really bolt into any of your doors, cabinets, these are probably not the best option to go with.
But they are a safe option. And then, of course, we've got the
essential.
light plugs.
The essential. You know, these, and you know, one thing about these that I do have to say, a lot of the times too, they do come out easily, and this also is a choking hazard.
Okay.
So it's almost like that, you know.
There are different options for these.
Absolutely. You can put covers completely over them, but I did want to bring at least this example to show. You just pop them in really easily.
I've been at homes before where these sorts of things are not just baby-proof, they're adult-proof too, where I can't get into them.
No, absolutely, they are. And then last, we just have this gate. This, for me is my saving grace at home. Very easy. Pop this right at my stairwell. Obviously, Charlie was getting up the stairs in your house. So this is something that's essential for parents to be able to keep if you have stairs in your home.
And this can be an inexpensive option too. You get this and you take it wherever you need it.
Absolutely. There's no need to really spend a ton of money on a gate, just as long, again, it's secure and you feel that your child is not going to be able to get past it.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for joining us, Audrey.
Thanks.
And Audrey has more helpful parenting tips on her website.